Hi, Lisa here with Greenhook Studio, and today I am back with a new tutorial for you. Just a little quick stitching video today on how to transform a sad, faceless amigurumi to a cute little bear or bunny or whatever your animal of choice is. So all you'll need for this video is a faceless amigurumi and a needle and some yarn that is your choice of stitching color. So grab your supplies and join me. All right, I've got my poor faceless baby here, and I've got my black yarn that I'm going to pull out a long strand, maybe like 1.5 feet, 2 feet, something like that, and cut that. See if I can thread it on the first try. Bingo. All right, now I am going to make him a face. So I'm going to go 1 stitch below the eyes, 1 row below, and I'm going to go in here and out here so that we have a nose basically across 2 stitches centered between the eyes. Then I'm going to tie 2 knots here to secure it in place. I like to do a square knot. Your choice of knot, whatever is secure and easy for you. Then I'm going to go back in here and across, so where I started, and go back across where I had come out and gently pull so that the knot kind of disappears inside. With your needle or with scissors or another small crochet hook, sometimes you can pull that piece of yarn back through so that even the tail is hidden. All right, now you're going to go over this same stitch, just down and through, over the same spot, over and over until it has the look that you want. Your bear can have a skinny little nose, just a little line. Your bear can have a big round nose. It's up to you. As you pull the yarn, you can control that slightly so that it lines up above or below where your last stitch was. If you don't do that, they'll kind of pile up on top of each other. So you can kind of help it along a little bit just by controlling it, going a little bit slowly and controlling that with your finger. I think that's looking pretty close. I'm gonna do one more here. Let this one go down below here. All right, so there's my bear's nose. Now that I'm ready to move on, I'm going to insert the needle at the midpoint of the nose and just slightly under it so that I can come out 1 stitch below. So I've inserted at the bottom center of my nose and snuck down here, 1 stitch below, centered below the nose. Then I will dive back in where I went in before, right at the center of the nose, and back through the same stitch. And that creates that little T shape for the nose. The split for the lips. Now, what we're going to do is go 2 stitches over. This is for our fly stitch. We'll do 2 stitches over and insert, and then come out 1 stitch over and 1 row down. If my fingers will do that. Okay, there he is. And I'm making sure that my yarn is not under it, but through it, my needle here where I'm working, so that I can pull this and make that fly stitch. I'm going to go back in, again, this same place I came out here, but on the other side of the smile. And I'm going to aim to come back out again in the center where I started the smile. And if you hold this in place with your finger or thumb and go slowly, that helps it just line up more nicely. Less fiddling later. Okay, there's one half of a smile. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. So we go 1, 2 stitches over, and then come out 1 down below in the center, and pull that gently through so that your yarn is on the top side of it and catches it from going straight. Then we go back in where we came out, and I like to finish this by going back up to the center again. Center's our little home base right here. Pull it gently to get the look that you want. And then I am going to just take my needle, insert under this middle stitch here, this top line, and so that I can go back through and create a knot. Pull kind of downward on that. Now his face is finished. I'm going to stick my needle just all the way through the head. See if I can find it on the other side to pull that knot through. Pull out the face a little bit with my needle. Arrange it how I like it. There we go. And then I will trim that end. Just squeeze it so that it hides. And there's my cute little bear. And look, he has a friend. Now, if you are using a fluffier, more textured yarn, you may want to go over these single strand pieces more than once. Or you can also trim around the face with little scissors. Just give it a little tiny haircut around the face, just to help it show a little bit better. But be very careful when you go, just a little bit at a time. Because you can't fix something that you've trimmed, but you can go over it more and more with your yarn. Thanks for joining me today. I hope your amigurumi turned out adorable. I would love to see it, so please tag me on the socials at greenhookstudio on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you would like the pattern to make one of these bears yourself, I do have the pattern available on my website, greenhookstudio.com, as well as Ravelry. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you will join me back here in a couple weeks for another crochet tutorial.